Okay, testing. I just finished Halo Reach. Well, technically last night. I wanted to try to get my thoughts down on paper. Not even on paper, recorded. Cause I got this game, the Halo one, and I know it's hard to see on this, but like you've got Reach, and then you've got basically Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, and then I think they didn't make any games after Halo 3 and ODST, I don't think. So Halo 3 is the end of the franchise as far as I have heard. But lol. I got this game, the Master Chief Collection. Okay, so it's close to Thanksgiving. I played Thanksgiving, played Halo over Thanksgiving, and then I was like, dude, I want to play more Halo. So I got this one and I played through Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, and ended on Reach. And I was excited to get to Reach because I was like, this looks cool. What I'm leading into is I finished Reach and I was like, I don't think I liked that one. Which is funny because online it's like, oh, that's the best one. From what I read, people really like it. And so I want to try to kind of like distill, I want to kind of figure out what it is. And I'm sharing with you that I played through all of them because I'm wondering, like, was I fatigued? By the end, what was it? And okay, here's a funny thing with Halo Reach. I didn't play it on launch. I saw like the trailer. There was using Edge, and I never use Edge. Okay, so if we look at Halo Reach. Okay, so I remember seeing. Oh yeah.
Rated M for mature.
Oh, dude. Yeah, so I saw this trailer, right, back in the day, and I was like, dang, that looks so cool. And I never played the game on launch, and so because I was busy, and then by the time I did play it, it was several years after it released, and I think I just anyways, that's really cool. What I'm getting at is I was doing this playthrough, and I was towards the end. I was like, I want to know what happens. And then as I finished it, I'm like, wait, I've played through this whole game before. And I did not. I had completely forgotten that I'd played through that whole game before until I got to the end. And part of me wonders if it's just because I get bored in this game. Like, so I pulled up this playthrough to try to kind of talk through it. And maybe I'll start at the end here. Right? And it is a thank you to this person who records the entire thing. MK Ice and Fire. Nice. Dude. 4 million subscribers? That's crazy. That's awesome. Okay. So if we think about Halo Reach, it's a prequel. Right? Like Rogue One, everyone's gonna die. That's kind of like, okay, yeah, I kind of figured that. Also, the story. Okay, stop making this game. Close it. But yeah, I'll pull up Steam so you can see like. It says today because that was last night. Finished Reach. A couple days ago, it was. I don't know. I can't remember. December 1st, November 30th. We did Halo 1. We did Halo 2. We now have 117 out of 700. I don't know that I'm going to get to 700. Probably not. All right. Oh, where am I? Excuse me. All right. So, story-wise, okay, let's talk about the end of this story. Not this part. The last level is like, let me talk about where it all starts to fall apart. And it's basically right here. What? Oh, yeah, underground. Okay, so let me start with... Never mind. I don't know where to start. Okay, so first of all, it was hard for me to follow the story. Because I feel like they do all these flashy set pieces, but I didn't, okay, let me see, I just don't even know how to start. So there's this part where you go underground, right?
Delivery of this vital data to a secure location.
Orders are to destroy all sensitive material.
Others will handle the demolition.
I'll need to confirm this new directive with command.
Let's try to figure out
You belong to Odin.
the spot here. Okay, you're mine. Come down to this secret underground layer. I found it.
Before you is
Okay.
an alien artifact, neither human nor covenant.
Okay, before you is an alien artifact, neither human nor covenant in origin. Alright. Human or covenant. So, Forerunner?
In origin, advanced beyond our comprehension. Until
Doesn't
now.
matter, I don't think.
Thanks to Noble 2,
Right now.
the decrypting of its data is nearly complete.
Right. Okay, so that's Dr. Halsey, right? She's in the beginning of this story. Where are you, Doctor? Right here, right? And she's like behind
Shed some light on his
glass,
death.
or is she a hologram?
If he was a civilian
She's
man
probably
in
a
his
hologram.
mid-60s, he died with a Covenant energy sword through his abdomen.
Okay,
Elites, then.
They engaged us as well. It was
we're talking to this doctor, and we respect her, and
just,
she has Cortana's
just after we
voice,
found your
right?
scientist's daughter, Mom. She was hiding in the...
Irrelevant. The Elites. Tell me more about them.
Okay, so I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that her voice is Cortana's voice. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she's gonna be like, her life's work was building Cortana. And then you get here, and she's like, oh, there's this structure that's not
Commander, you've been wondering what your Spartans died for?
human or covenant because of this
Buy
thing
me
that I
all the
found.
time you can.
And I felt like the story was just saying, hi, I'm the doctor, and I found this AI in this building underground. Okay, so now we're in like a cave, right? It's like, okay, guys, I found this thing, and I'm downloading the AI onto my Windows 95 computer, but I also set up these turrets here, and it's a super secret cave that you got here because I led you here from this building, right? Because, sorry, I'll back up a tiny bit. You play through this big building level, and it's like, okay, we're supposed to come here. Looks like this, blah, blah, blah. And then it's like, no, I'm changing where you're going, and then, like, the secret wall opens up, and then you go down here to this place, and then it's like, okay, now the Covenant flew an entire armada into this secret underground cave that nobody's known about, that's been super top secret. Now it's filled with Covenant, and you need to defend me while I download this old, this Windows Vista AI that I found while wandering through here. And then, yeah, I'm just going to download it, and then I'm going to give it to you to take. I mean, I could be wrong about the story, but the thing is, I was bored at this point. Like, I couldn't figure it out, because then what? You get to the doctor, chosen by AI. Yes, this AI. It's so precious. Oh, look, it's Cortana, and you play the music, and it's like, oh, heck yeah, this music's great.
There, you'll find a Halcyon-class cruiser waiting to get her off planet.
And this doctor has Cortana's voice. So, it's like, it just feels so blah to me. Like, okay, I found this AI, and we're gonna put all this trust in this AI that I just found and downloaded, that's not made by humans, it's not made by Covenant. Like, why couldn't the story be, hi, I'm Dr. Halsey, I spent my entire life building a complex AI, that's why it has my voice, and maybe at the end it's like, okay, I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna put the remaining of my brain data into this AI for you to take. Instead it's like, okay, I'm gonna download it to this flash drive, and then I'm gonna hand you this flash drive. Alright. Here you go, main character. Can you grab it? She chose you. Yeah, I can grab it. No, but you gotta, like, tell me that you're holding it. Yeah, I'm holding it. Okay, great, take it. It's like, okay, now what? And because she hands it off and now we're walking out, where does the doctor go? I guess she just goes off on her own shit. Alright, see ya. Okay, I feel like I've had no build up, and part of it is I'm not paying attention to the story half the time at this point, because I got bored earlier, but it's like, I wanted there to be this huge build up to the ending of going to the Pillar of Autumn. I feel like they don't explain the importance of the Pillar of Autumn. They don't explain anything. Did they say at one point, like, this is our last ship? But all you do is you get here and you walk through more rocks, surprise, and then you come to a facility. I mean, it looks kind of cool, but then it's like, okay, you're just walking through another empty facility with tons of Covenant. Okay, here's a cool set piece. You've got another Pillar of Autumn sized ship that's like halfway built as you walk through here, and then you fight some more. And then Captain Keyes is like, yo, what up? I'm Pillar of Autumn. And then he flies down from the Pillar of Autumn, which is still under attack and getting ready to launch. He's in the Pelican that comes down to get Cortana. I mean, I guess because it's that important that he's coming, but like, that's just weird to me. Like, Captain Keyes himself comes down on this Pelican while he's got to get his ship ready to leave, and then he's like all shiny and like waxy, and like I was just like, what is going on here? We got it. All right, Spartan. Well, because this is Rogue One, you gotta stay here and go shoot that laser for us. Okay, well, thanks. Bye. Like, are they gonna say like, yeah, Master Chief is on this thing? I don't know. I just wish there was more like Master Chief. Maybe there's more story somewhere, but at this point I was just like, what? I don't. Anyway. So this is the end of Reach. Here, watch this. Look. Well, because everybody's gotta die, let's show this guy. Okay, shotgun. I'm a Spartan. I've killed 1 million Covenant. Oh, whoops. I just got knifed in the back slowly. Yep, that's how I died. That was the end of that, Spartan. Okay, well, we're gonna leave you now. I guess we've been sitting here for like 10 minutes, just chilling in our Pelican. Okay, bye. Anyway, man, something about this game is just like, I'm not into it. So, I know I'm just rambling, but I just wanted to get my thoughts out. Because, like, I don't know. I wanted it to be better. I wanted it to be amazing and blow my mind. And it was just funny that I beat this game and I'm like, wait, I've played this before, like, the whole way through. And I just didn't remember it enough when I was playing it the second time. And I'm like, I probably didn't remember it because I was bored the first time as well. Like, it's beautiful in a lot of ways. And I feel like the story elements are uninspiring in a lot of ways. If this came out today, I'd be like, did AI write this? Because it feels like it's got some heroic elements, and it just completely fails to deliver a story that like means anything. Because you start out so you have that trailer that's amazing, and then you have this like opening thing. Let's speed it up here. Speed, which is amazing. 2x. You have the helmet. You have the cool text reveal. Reach. You're in the Warthog. You put it on. You're driving. Okay, and then you run into your team. The team is cool, and it shows everybody, and you get an assignment. And again, you're focusing. For me, I was focusing on how cool all this stuff is. And they're saying stuff like, I don't even know what the assignment is. I'm going backwards now. Only claim responsibility, insurrection. So we're just looking at like why are the Covenant on Reach? Part of it is like, what's Reach? Is it the human? Is it like another Earth? Why are the Covenant attacking Reach so hard? And I don't know. You start this level and it's like lush and green with like farmhouses, and I don't even know what we're doing, right? Like, we're checking out all this stuff, but what are we looking for? Oh, by the way, if you shoot the civilians, you die in the game and you have to reset. Learned that one. So, like, you do this... I don't know what you're doing. You're on a mountainside, and the Covenant are attacking an empty field with a waterfall. Like, what are they doing? Is it that satellite in the distance? Like, why are the Covenants touching down on this empty field to fight you? Why am I in the empty field? What am I looking for? Let's get in this car and drive around more empty fields. Okay, empty fields, empty fields. Okay, farmland. I mean, there's not a lot of people here. It's not a lot of civilization. Is this a secret location again? But the Covenant are only attacking me by the hay bales. They're not going for, like, the satellites. And then, okay, so we hop in this thing and fly around. We go up this road. Okay, let's just land at the installation now and fight the Covenant. Okay, that probably makes some... But, like, what is the... okay, whatever. Let's just say, whatever, we're fighting aliens in the building. Now we get in the building, okay? We find a doctor. We find civilians who, like, don't speak our language. We fight Covenant. We fight Covenant in a building. We, like, question of my life. If the question is on the station, we're back 2 weeks earlier. So it's a station. I don't know, man. It's just, am I supposed to be following what's going on? Because I'm not. And, okay, so now we're flying again. Ice fields. The visuals are cool. I feel like all this stuff is cool. Some sort of building. Sword base. Maybe I just don't understand what, like, these bases are. Like, are we defending from the Covenant because this is, like, a human settlement? Are we defending from the Covenant because it's military? I mean, it looks military. Sword base. I guess I'm just confused. And maybe it's because I wasn't paying attention. But at the same time, it's like... there's just Covenant everywhere. And I don't understand why. And that's the stupidest thing to say, but at the same time, like when you're okay, so the first Halo game or any of the Halo games, when you're on the Halo, it's this type of landscape, right? Because it's the Halo, but this is a planet with a civilization, and you have like 2 rundown buildings and no human beings. Why are we here? What are we doing here? Like, is there a military reason we're here? Because it also doesn't feel that way. Okay, well, we're here so we can push buttons in these rundown, dilapidated buildings. What? What are these buttons doing? Well, I don't honestly know, and I don't know if the game tells me. I mean, does the game tell us? Okay, let's traverse a ton of empty ground and come to one little bunkery building with, like, one other little bunkery building. What is this building? What is this building? Who is using this building for anything? No door. Like heavy stairs, like permanently mounted there. Is it because of this one gun that they set up? It's confusing. Is this a mobile gun, but it's on like a cement pad? So it's been here for like ever? I don't know, man. I must be the environmental stuff, like storytelling, that I'm lost on. Like, was this a base that somebody set up? Where are all the humans? Where's any sign of humans in the past, like, month? There's some boxes on the ground. There's a big spotlight, because you gotta have that. Like, right? Okay, so now we traverse open ground. Here's our sword base. So I guess it's just part of the sword base? Okay. Here's our base. It's under attack. Let's go back on this direction. And, I mean, this could be said of any Halo game. I'm sure. That's another thing, sure. But in this one, I just really felt, like, confused. And it's like you go deeper into the building, and it's like, ooh, the Covenant have already entrenched deeper inside the human building. Like, what? They're just living in this human building? Is this a human building? I think so. Okay, now we're going deeper. But it's like everyone's already evacuated, and there's just Marines here. So we're going into the building. We're going deeper. We're going up. We're just killing Covenant. Covenant are just like hanging out in every single room of this building. Of this underground military base. Covenant are just, they tore a hole open. They're dropping troops out from the ceiling, I guess. Okay. I still am confused as to like what I'm trying to do in the building. We have some set pieces. We meet the doctor. We talk about okay, where did it say that? Shield strength. Our primary objective was to get the station's relay back online. Your objective, are you puppet or Spartan? Okay. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, right? Because this is a game to shoot aliens, but at the same time, they put a lot of effort into like the story of it. Wait, is that not a hologram? She's behind glass? Okay, so here's another like, why is she behind glass? That's where it's like, okay, she's sick and she's going to die and she's going to become Cortana because she's the voice of Cortana. No, apparently not. Okay, this was the coolest level. Honestly, you get extra sniper rounds. And that was a lot of fun. This was the point in the game where I was like, oh yeah, this is going to start to get good. Because look at this, 56 sniper rounds. Dope! And you like stealth your way through. But again, it's like, okay, we're looking at these same type of buildings. Just dilapidated and no people. And then rocks. And what are we doing? I don't know. We're walking and killing Covenant. Come to the same building. We're killing more Covenant. Talk to some people. The people lead you somewhere. I think you're looking for the artifacts or something. I don't honestly know. And then you walk and you walk. And then you... So here's where another thing that gets confusing. So you get to this level, it's like, they've set up this pylon. Okay. Well, we need to destroy it. Okay. It's not that big. I can't imagine it's doing anything that important. Gotta defend it, so we're gonna sit here and defend it for a while. Do we not destroy it? See, this is, I just don't even know anymore what's going on. Like, what was the point of that Covenant thing? If we're just gonna walk past it. It's like they set up these areas to defend, and it's useless. It's contrived. I mean, the whole story's made up. Duh. It's just, it's for fun. Yeah, but I don't know. Like, this is a cool set piece, and that crash was, like, a cool thing. And then you get up and it's like, okay, we're on another rocky hillside, killing Covenant over a cliff ledge and trees. This is like, if you've seen Red vs. Blue Season 1, they're in Blood Gulch and they're like, we're in a boxed canyon. And the only reason we have a red base over here is because they have a blue base over there. And he's like, yeah, exactly. And that's what this is. It's like we're in a dirt road with a cliff and rocks. And the only reason the Covenant are attacking us here is because we're also here. And it's like, yes, that is true. So here's another thing. We're on Reach, right? Have the Covenant been attacking Reach for a long time? Did they just start attacking? We're on Reach, which is like a human planet. Again, I don't know. But it feels like the Covenant are attacking the humans. So now we're in a boxed canyon, and there's this big alien Covenant structure that's built here. That's gigantic. That does not look temporary. It's the only structure for like 100 miles in this box canyon. And our job is to show up and destroy this. Obviously, we gotta destroy it. It's Covenant. But why is it here? They just built this anti-air pylon here? Like, did nobody see the construction happening? Like, is this really that important of a location? Like, it's the middle of nowhere, but it's really important that we kill this anti-air battery in the middle of nowhere that nobody noticed was getting built for who knows how long. Well, alright, let's drive further into this boxed canyon where there's no civilization, no buildings, nothing, no Covenant. Okay, here's this thing, but it looks old and rusted and dilapidated. There's more Covenant structures. Like, where are they? How are they building these turrets? Do they just set them up? Okay, so now we're at a refinery. What are we doing though, right? Like, I still don't know why we're here. Okay. Great. Oh yeah, anti-air. That's why we're here. So we're destroying anti-air batteries so that our people... Okay, so we're doing a thing to play the game. That's fair. That's fine. We're doing a random thing. It must be the set pieces. Like, if this... Is it because it's like a dusty old canyon? And it's like, what are these anti-air batteries defending? Because then we get in the helicopter and it's more canyon lands. Like, why have they set up all these turrets along a river? Along a canyon looking down into a river? Right? There's nothing out here. There's nothing out here. Nothing, buildings. The only things out here are these alien structures. Right? Are we defending humanity or are we attacking the alien structures? Do the aliens live here? Did they just set this stuff up overnight? Have they been building this stuff for like months? And this place is like remote enough that nobody noticed? If it's remote enough that nobody noticed, then we must not use it that often. So it must not be that important, right? Like, I feel like it's a circle of, is this even important? Okay, we push the button. We go to the top of the tower. We push the button. We fly away. The tower... So that's one of many towers, again, and it's like a dome protecting. What about all this open land? What are we protecting with this dome? Is this like a radio beacon? Okay, so watch this part. All right, we did that, so now we can destroy the tower. Well, what does it take to destroy a tower? What do you guys think it takes to destroy a tower, right? Does it take a ship that big? How close does this ship need to be to this tower? Huh? Like 10 feet? Does this ship, if this ship is moving at the speed I assume a ship this size moves to stay airborne, and we're looking at like a couple 100 feet, can this ship even pull up in time to get out of the way of crashing into the earth at this? Look how close it is. All right. Oh, we sniped it. That's what it took. We need this big of a ship to do this big of a shot. Right? Like... Okay, I could have, like, strapped a C4 up there. And then... Again, it's like... You're right next to the ground, you gigantic ship. Could you not have taken that shot from, like, several more miles away? And so then it gets just chunked on from the other big ship. And it's like, do I really care? Because that ship didn't look like it was getting out of there anyway. This big Covenant ship, look how far away that ship is. Hundreds of miles. And it can snipe. Look at that surgical snipe on our little ship. I just, some of this stuff, I don't get it. Set piece. You always pick her. Blah, blah, blah. We're talking about people. Graveyard. Nukes. Okay, I can get a nuke to kill a ship. We're losing this war. Yeah, what are we going to do? Alright, here's the plan. We get a nuclear bomb. Well, how are we going to get it? I don't know. Well, the main character used to work at this facility that's hidden. That's a good point. Let's go to this facility. Alright, I'm going to drop you off. Again, in the rocks and dirt where no people are, but the Covenant are relentlessly attacking for some reason because you left your Google phone on and their GPS as you reined in, and they're just like, why are they dropping Covenant in the middle of the dirt where a stealth team is moving up? It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, let's go in this building. Great. Everyone's already dead in here. Cool. Well, what we want you to do is get in a spaceship. Okay, here's the other part that I just go into space, and now we want you to play a level where you're in a spaceship. Okay, this was definitely the level where I was like, okay, I'm done. Like, I can't. These spaceship levels to me are torture. Like, not. I think there are people who really like spaceship games, and that's awesome. But when I play Halo, I'm not wanting to fly my spaceship. Dude, whoever's playing this is actually playing the spaceship super fast. I'm in. Oh, it's because I'm on 2x speed. I'm like, holy cow, this guy's good. 2x speed, so it looks really fast. It feels like I'm floating in a tub of molasses when I play this level. So slow, and it feels like an hour. And it takes forever just to bring enemies to me. Like, oh, finally you get. Oh, okay, let's go to this bomb. Okay, what? I guess the whole point. Okay, so the whole point is to get the bomb on this plane, right? So now, okay, we gotta do more spaceship level, because that's fun for someone other than me. Okay, now we're on this spaceship. Now we just fight Covenant. See, now it makes sense that it's filled with Covenant because it's their ship. Like, they have the same amount of troops in the human base as they do in their own base. Okay, we get the bomb here, George. At this point, because it's like so much just defend this, defend that, push this button. I just get bored because you're just standing around waiting for the troops to come to kill them. And at this point, when the spaceship level happened, I'm like, okay, I put on like that 70s show in the background, and I started watching that because I'm like, I want to see the story, the end of the story, but I'm so bored with the spaceship level that I'm not going to sit through it. Now I come and I fight these dudes, and by the time you get to the part where George dies, I didn't even know how he died. Because it just feels very contrived. Let's see if we can get to it. Because look, you're just... I don't know. And again, it could be fatigue, because I've played all the Halos that exist up to this point, right? Okay, so you get to this point. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, good news and bad news. Project's on... Oh, he has to... Okay, so that's... Yeah. I mean, that's good. What is that bigger ship? Why are we not nuking the bigger ship? Where was that bigger ship? Oh, we are nuking the bigger ship. Oh, we nuked the big ship. Okay, good. No, that's cool. That's intense. But weren't we on the littler ship? See, this is the stuff... Am I not paying attention? Okay, George is awesome. That's actually probably a decent character death. Okay, so we're on this tiny ship. We have not seen the big ship when we were flying around in our other little dinky ship, right? There's a whole level where I'm trying to get onto this ship, and I can approach it from every direction. We're looking up at it from the bottom. There's no gigantic ship. We go on it and fight people. And then the gigantic ship arrives? And the nukes the gigantic ship? Were we not just on the little baby ship? This is the kind of stuff that I'm like, I don't understand what is going on. Okay, we landed. We're walking like we gotta go to the bathroom now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Get me to that bathroom. Okay, here's the other thing. is the camera shots. They are cinematic, but this feels like I'm a person behind this other person, when in reality I am supposed to be that person. Okay, so now we're at human buildings again, right? Okay, so now we're at the towers. And at this point, I'm like, why are we here? George said I had to do something. I don't honestly know. These towers they show a bunch of civilians at first. Now they're just filled with Covenant. Classic. I feel like there's, and then the brutes. I don't care for the brutes, honestly. I get bored with the brutes. They're better in this game though, because they don't have as much shields. Okay. Maybe if the comms, like the comms are like just about random. They feel so random. Okay, civilians, they're all dead. Great. If the comms were like, oh, we're trying to get to a button to push, and the Covenant also really want this button. What are we doing? There's a big level in a building, and you fight Covenant. And I don't know why. And you get to the top of the building. Do you push a button? Like, you get on a thing and you fly to another building. Or you fly to the beach. Or you fly to more rocks. Okay, let's fly to more rocks so you can walk. Why didn't you fly me where I need to go? We gotta go push buttons. On what? These little dinky anti-air guns? Because that's going to help. What? Okay, you push the buttons on the anti-air guns that are dinky. Now let's fly you up to the top of a building so that you can get into another fly machine. So you can fly around the buildings and shoot the Covenant that have set up turrets on top of the buildings. So you can go inside the buildings to shoot the Covenant, who apparently have 1 billion people to just fill up entire lobbies worth of billion-story hotels. So that you can... Okay, so maybe it's not been explained to me enough, but there's a Covenant machine here that I have to push a button on. But, like, what does that machine do? I push the button, and then the machine's done. Because it's what? Like scrambling something? Like, I don't have a bigger picture in mind in this game. What's the bigger picture? I feel like I want the bigger picture to be the Pillar of Autumn. Or, you know, it's humanity. It's saving everybody. But I don't feel like I'm saving anybody. I'm pushing buttons. And I'm shooting Covenant off of rooftops. And I'm going in buildings so that I can push buttons. Okay, we push that button. What is that thing? I can't remember what it does. But it's important. We gotta push them buttons. Now we gotta get back to this was another one of my levels where I'm like, why am I just a helicopter pilot? Shooting, I don't know, man. I wanted to like this game, and the more I think about it, I'm like, why do I have to try to like this game? I feel like I can just say that it's not good. It's not that it's not good. The game itself looks great. The game itself plays fine. It's really fun in a lot of ways. The sniper level, and you can stealth, and you can switch out the sprint and whatever. I basically only use sprint and stealth. And then I started using the bubble shield after a while because it just made sense. But it's like, okay, it's the story. They have a beautiful game. They have really cool characters, I feel like. They have cool weapons. The audio's decent. In game, I've had weird audio stuff in this one, actually, as far as gameplay goes. Okay, watch. Is this the part? Okay, we're running. This is one of those things we've done. We've just killed 1 million Covenant. We're running. Playback speed can go to 1. Let's run through here. Okay. Oops, I got sniped in the head. Just all it took was 1 shot. And who did it? The Phantom? You're telling me the Phantom 1 shot, bullet sniped the Spartan through the window from hundreds of miles away, meters, feet, inches. Oh, bye! Yeah, I've only shot down 1 billion of those and withstood how much shots from my shields? Like, there's no build up to this character death. This character death is inconsequential. We were walking through a building and a stray bullet through a window sniped me and my character's gone. Because I have a quota to fill and I don't have a great storyline to have them die. Like, at least George's was like, I gotta stay here to push the button and I'm gonna kick you out of the ship to save you. So then we come to this set piece. Let's sit here on this set piece for a while. Sure, it looks fine. Looks great. Sad because this cat died. Cat who's super strong and smart and is in the trailer running the bomb, loses her arm, breaks her helmet. This is Cat in the trailer. Just a cool character who like does what needs to be done and survives this portion. Oh, this music is giving me the chills. Right? And then dead from 1 bullet through a window. Like, to me, that does not do justice. That does not do justice. That is, I gotta hit a quota, so I'm putting a bullet through a window. Now, that's sad, but let's move on to the next dilapidated building in the middle of nowhere on a lake that the Covenant have put up a defensive position around. Hey, good idea. Let's find this old tank and drive it through a box canyon. Let's find these anti-air guns that we just let them set up here. Look, now there's 2 of them. Remember when we had to destroy them before? There's 1 at a time. Now it's 2 at a time. Can you believe it? Now let's go to this base, which is the same base. Now let's walk through the space again and kill more Covenant who are still here because they didn't find what they were looking for before, or they came back because they heard we had a new shipment of potato chips in. Like, for 1, I don't understand what really I'm doing here, and for 2, I don't understand what the Covenant are doing here. And I feel like that's fine. That storyline of not really knowing what's going on works fine in the regular Halo game. Like, if I'm on a Halo, if I'm crash landed on a Halo, and Cortana says, walk over to this building, by the way, it's chock full of Covenant, I'm like, okay, that's fine. That makes sense because I don't know where I'm at. And I don't know why I'm here, and I don't know why the Covenant's here, but I'm going to kill them because I'm stranded on Halo. But when it's Reach, and it's supposed to be a human planet, and it's like, walk over here. I don't know why I'm walking over here. Just do it. Why are there Covenant? I don't know. Like, it's harder for me to accept wandering aimlessly when it's a home planet. When you do Halo 2 and you're on Earth, there's more. I feel like the directives are still confusing. Probably. Hopefully they're a little more clear. Honestly, as I link back, I think all of the Halo missions are probably this vague. So this is where they're going underground, right? But the vagueness works when it's on the alien planet. When it's on a human planet, the vagueness is confusing to me. Because I feel like if I'm on the human planet defending it, my objectives need to be really clear. And in this game, I feel like my objectives are not really clear. I go where the game points me to go. Whereas in some other of the games, I go where they're telling me to go. And the game just visually shows me where to go. Okay. So now we've gone full circle. We're back to this underground lair where surprise the Covenant have found and attacked at exactly the right time that we were downloading Cortana. And then we do this whole thing. I want it to be epic, and I just feel let down by Reach. I do. I played it on easy. I played ODST and Reach on easy because I just was like, I want to get the story. And maybe that's another thing is I played this game just wanting to get the story. And so I played it on easy because I'm like, let's just kind of cut to the chase here, and I don't want to die a bunch of times and have to redo these levels that I don't know. Like the Halo 1 levels I know pretty well. So I know how to get through those. With this one, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I think I saw... Yeah, 11 minutes. I'm listening to this.
Lieutenant Commander, sir. I'm Carter, Noble Team's leader. That's Cat, Noble 2, me and George 4 and 5. You're riding with me, Noble 6. Not gonna lie to you, Lieutenant. You're stepping into some shoes the rest of the squad would rather leave unfilled. Me, I'm just happy to have Noble back up to full strength. Just one thing, I've seen your file. Even the parts the Oni sensors didn't want me to. I'm glad to have your skill set. But we're a team. That lone wolf stuff stays behind. Clear? Got it, sir.
Halo is and always has been about its excellent combat first and foremost, and the series' multiplayer offerings are often the most crucial part of the experience. But unlike so many other multiplayer-centric shooters, Halo has always also put a great deal of emphasis on the story. Microsoft's legendary series has told a very elaborate tale across several installments over the last 2 decades, sometimes to its detriment. And though the upcoming Halo Infinite is being designed to be able to stand on its own 2 feet and be accessible to newcomers, you are, of course, still going to get the most out of it if you have prior knowledge about the series' narrative events so far. So, over the next few weeks, we're going to take a look at the entire story of Halo from start to finish in chronological order. And here, we're going to talk about Halo Reach. Before we begin, please consider subscribing and enabling all the notifications by clicking that bell icon. With that out of the way, let's get started. The vast majority of the Halo series takes place in the mid to late 26th century, with Halo Reach set in the year 2552. By this time, humanity has expanded its reach beyond the limits of the solar system and established colonies all across the galaxy, though at the same time, insurrectionists and rebels in humanity have been causing more than a little trouble for the United Nations Space Command, which essentially serves as the ruling governing body for the entire human race. To fight against the threat of these insurrectionists, the UNSC pioneered the Spartan program, which has enabled the creation of biologically and mechanically enhanced super soldiers. Human secessionists are far from the biggest problem facing humanity, though. For about 2 decades, by the time Halo Reach kicks off, the human race has been locked in a furious war with the Covenant, a collective of technologically advanced aliens who have been on a genocidal mission to completely wipe out humanity for reasons that, as of yet, aren't completely clear. By 2552, humanity has suffered major losses, and the Covenant have destroyed almost all of their major colonies and are edging closer to Earth. The planet Reach is all that stands between them and total victory, and as the UNSC's strongest military and scientific outpost, it has to be defended at all costs. In Halo Reach, which is set just before the events of Combat Evolved, the series' first game, players step into the shoes of a Spartan who goes by the call sign Noble 6, the newest addition to the Spartan group of elite super soldiers stationed on Reach, known as Noble Team. In addition to 6, Noble Team is composed of their leader Carter, their second-in-command Cat, their heavy weapons specialist George, close combat specialist Emil, and sharpshooter June. As Halo Reach begins, Noble 6 arrives on the planet and is introduced to the rest of the Noble Team, and the squad is quickly sent off on an urgent mission. One of the planet's biggest communications hubs has gone dark, and it falls to Noble Team to investigate why that has happened. They go in expecting to find secessionists, but they quickly discover that things are far more dire when they run into ground forces of the Covenant, who are the ones attacking the communications hub. Noble Team takes out the Covenant forces and secures the relay, and when information regarding the incident is relayed to command, they're quickly put on alert regarding a possible Covenant invasion. A couple of days later, Noble Team is deployed on another sensitive mission, this time to Sword Base, an installation of the Office of Naval Intelligence, or ONI.
So they've been fighting Covenant for decades, and then they show up and they're like, whoa, what are these Covenant doing here?
Sword Base is being attacked by a Covenant corvette, and owing to the sensitive nature of the base and the work that is carried out there, Noble Team is tasked with driving off the Covenant forces. The group of Spartans is successful in fending off the Covenant attack, following which they are debriefed by one Dr. Catherine Halsey, the scientist who masterminded the Spartan program, who tells them that the reason the Covenant attacked the communications hub was to steal some important information.
I could send you to the brig for interfering with my work.
Maybe you'd like to join her.
I'm sorry?
We're currently under emergency planetary directive, winter contingency. I'm sure you're familiar with the punishment for civilian interference with the Spartan deployment.
Are you threatening me, Commander?
Just making a reading suggestion, ma'am.
A couple of weeks pass, but things have been quickly escalating in this time, and soon, Noble Team is tasked with heading to a part of Reach where there's
So I feel like the guy describing the story is describing it, but the characters in the game are just saying like
been a lot of
random
Covenant
stuff to
activity.
each other.
The mission is headed by Emil and Six, who discover a massive Covenant invasion force. A large UNSC assault force is amassed following this discovery, who mount an attack to push back the Covenant.
That landing zone has been tagged by UNSC command. Priority 1 target. Discharge link is loud and clear.
Copy that. Require signal up at the final.
After a ground attack is initiated the next day, it's discovered that the invasion force is being spearheaded by a Covenant supercarrier, and Noble Team's second in command quickly comes up with a plan to destroy the ship, though UNSC stockpiles on Reach have run out of traditional nukes. Cat devises a plan to use a slip space drive as a makeshift bomb to destroy the supercarrier. The responsibility for enacting this plan falls to a two-person squad of George and Six, who commandeer a Covenant saber and fly it up to the supercarrier while carrying the bomb. During the attack, however, the bomb's detonator is damaged, and George realizes that the only way to set it off now is to detonate the bomb manually. George throws Six out of the ship and stays behind, sacrificing himself to destroy the bomb and in turn destroying the supercarrier.
Listen, Reach has been good to me. Time's come to return the favor. Don't deny me this. Tell her to make it count.
It turns out, however, that his sacrifice was for nothing, because merely moments later, a massive Covenant fleet arrives on the scene, launching a full-scale invasion of the planet.
See, and that's another undercut. His sacrifice was for nothing because all the ships, like...
Of Reach. Six, meanwhile, lands on the outskirts of the city of New Alexandria, where he fights alongside the local military to aid the city civilians against evading Covenant forces' attacks. Soon afterward, Six reunites with Noble Team, following which they are contacted by Command with a brief message to immediately return to Sword Base and help destroy sensitive information stored within in order to prevent it from falling into Covenant hands. With a new mission, Noble Team moves through New Alexandria and fights against overwhelming Covenant forces, and during one particular attack, Cat is killed by a single shot to the head.
Come on, get it!
Noble Team eventually makes its way back to Sword Base a couple of days later, where they come to learn some crucial information. Dr. Halsey leads the group of Spartans into an underground ice cavern beneath the base and shows them a massive artifact buried in the ice. This ancient artifact, she explains, was created by an ancient race of aliens known as the Forerunners, who ruled the galaxy 100,000 years ago, and the data that the UNSC has been able to extract from the artifact may very well be the key to winning the war against the Covenant. And now it falls to Noble Team to protect the data from this artifact with its life.
So
and ensure that it stays
Cortana
safe
is
on
a
the planet.
Forerunner
The protection and
AI?
overseeing of this data has been the responsibility of its custodian, the artificial intelligence
Did I
Cortana.
miss that?
And Noble Team is tasked with taking Cortana and handing it off to the UNSC ship Pillar of Autumn, which is heading on a special mission soon.
Take it, Lieutenant. She has made her choice. Do you have it?
Yes,
Say the words, please.
I have it.
Dr. Halsey hands Cortana off to Six, and things are quickly set in motion. Carter orders June to escort Dr. Halsey off the base, and as the group departs, it sets off explosive charges set on the Forerunner artifact, destroying it and any evidence of its existence, and in turn, any information it may have contained, with Cortana now being the sole remnant of that data. Carter, Emil, and Six make their way to the place where the Pillar of Autumn is docked, but on their way, they're attacked by Covenant, and Carter is critically wounded. Eventually, their way forward is blocked by overwhelming enemy forces, but Carter sacrifices himself by ramming his ship into a Covenant scarab to buy Emil and Six the time they need to push onward.
South Cup. Hit him hard, boys. You're on your own, Noble.
This...
By overwhelming enemy forces, the sole remnant of that data. Carter, Emil, and Six make their way to the place where the Pillar of Autumn is docked.
So he gets hurt. I don't know how.
But on their way, they're attacked by Covenant, and Carter is critically wounded. Eventually,
he
their way
got
forward is
attacked.
blocked by overwhelming enemy forces, but Carter sacrifices himself by ramming his ship into a Covenant scarab to buy Emil and Six
So
the time they need
this
to push
this
onward.
is a good, like, I feel like this is a worthwhile death.
The remaining pair eventually arrives at the Pillar of Autumn, and Six hands off Cortana to Captain Jacob Keyes. As they're preparing to leave, however, they are attacked by more Covenant forces who are preparing to destroy the Pillar of Autumn. As Captain Keyes, with Cortana in his possession, evacuates, Emil and Six stay behind to hold off the advancing Covenant forces. The Pillar of Autumn manages to flee successfully, but the planet of Reach is overwhelmed and destroyed, while Six and Emil are killed by Covenant forces. Halo Reach's ending leads directly...
Okay, here's one of my problems with that. Because, like, again, the guy describing this story
Carter sacrifices himself by
is
ramming his ship
doing a
into a
great
Covenant scarab
job.
to buy Emil and Six the time they need to push onward.
South Cup.
Let me see here.
You're on your own, Noble. Carter out.
The remaining pair eventually arrives at the
Goes
Pillar
back
of Autumn,
too
and
far.
Six hands off Cortana to Captain Jacob Keyes. As they're preparing to leave, however, they are attacked by more Covenant forces who are preparing to destroy the Pillar of Autumn. As Captain Keyes, with Cortana in his possession,
So they're getting attacked by Covenant who are trying to destroy the Pillar of Autumn. And that's why the other two stay behind. I mean, I guess I just, like, I know they're getting attacked because on the level, there's Covenant ships swarming the Pillar of Autumn, which brings me back to why would the captain leave his ship that's under attack to go on a Pelican to get Cortana?
evacuates, Emil and Six stay behind to hold off the advancing Covenant.
These two stay behind to hold back the advancing Covenant. This is where I feel like in the game, it's supposed to be this intense, like we're defending humanity from the Covenant. But at this point in time, it feels like, okay, that Pelican's leaving, and I'm staying behind
Covenant forces
to
The
shoot
Pillar of Autumn manages to flee
guys.
successfully, but
But
the Pillar of
like,
Reach
right here, like,
is
where's the
overwhelmed and
bad
destroyed,
guys?
while Six and Emil are killed by Covenant forces. Halo Reach's ending leads directly into the beginning of Halo.
In the game, it doesn't... It feels like Captain Keyes is standing around in that Pelican for like 10 minutes, just waiting. Oh, thanks for handing me this. What else is going on? And then leaves. Like, why is Captain Keyes not like shouting at the top of his lungs? Why are they not like desperately passing Cortana to each other as the Pelican is zooming away at Mach speed, or as fast as it can? Because the Covenant are bearing down on them. Why is the Noble Team guy not like shouting to Captain Keyes like, just go, I'm gonna defend you from the Covenant? Why is there not more pressure put on these moments? I feel like these moments are like walking around and like standing around. Look, he's just standing there. Oh, I guess I'll figure out what I'm doing. Like, if I'm this character and this is a dire moment, why am I not put in more of a firefight? There's supposed to be a big war going on. These guys are standing here with guns, but they're just standing on the edge of the ship watching me. Why is there not more stuff going on here? Why is there not more intense?
The planet of Reach is overwhelmed and destroyed, while Six and Emil are killed by Covenant forces. Halo Reach's ending leads directly into the beginning of Halo Combat Evolved, with the Pillar of Autumn arriving out of slip space and arriving in a mysterious ring world discovered by the data extracted from the Forerunner artifact on Reach. In a final scene set...
Because I want it to be good. That's the thing, is I want it to be good. And I just feel like it's boring in so many places. And then you get people who are like, the campaign is amazing. It's the best Halo campaign. Oh my gosh, Carter. I don't even know who Carter is. Goes down with the ship. Okay, yeah, Carter's was good. That was great. Still don't know why we're in a boxed canyon and a scarab is climbing up the walls of a boxed canyon. Still haven't figured out that part, but I mean, his death was better than getting stabbed in the back without without seeing it. Like, what? I don't know. I really wanted to like this, and I just don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's it. All right. Okay, I'm out.